Welcome to this session on copying floors. Now we still have 2 floors to add to this building, 2 office floors, and we could just repeat the process that we used for the lobby. In other words, come up to our building and use the Add New Floor tool and bring in a new floor reference and then build the rooms and the embedded surfaces. But since the next 2 floors would actually be very similar to our ground lobby floor, we're going to just copy the lobby floor. So up on our tools on the ribbon, you'll see there's a floors group. We've already created a new floor, but this time we're going to copy a floor. So I'm going to select the copy floor. So the floor we're going to copy is the lobby floor. Now we'll give the new floor a name. So we're going to call this office floor 1. And the delta, or the floor-to-floor height, will be 4.5 meters. And then we simply do copy. And you can see it builds that next floor exactly like the ground floor. And you'll see now in our project tree, we have this office floor 1 and all the same rooms that we had in the lobby floor. Of course, they've had a little 2 added to them. And I'm going to go ahead and close our copy floor tool. So now that we've copied that floor, the first thing we're going to do is actually change the drawing that's associated with this floor. Because if you remember, we referenced in that drawing for the lobby or the ground floor plan when we created the lobby floor. And we want to now replace that on the office floor. So I'm going to right-click on the floor. And notice we have some options here. We can refresh the drawing. So for instance, if changes had been made to that background drawing. But we can also replace the drawing. So I'm going to select Replace Drawing. And here we see that file name, lobbyfloorplan00.dgn, that we had attached originally. I'm going to again use my browse icon there. And that should take us back to our current folder, the Energy Sim folder. And we're simply going to select the Office Floor Plan 01 in place of the Lobby Floor Plan. So I'm going to select that one. You could use either the DGN or the DWG and select Open. And now we have a new model. The floor name's already been determined. And we'll just select OK. And now we can actually see that drawing here in the model. And we can see on that drawing that we have here office spaces, of course, rather than a lobby. And so we may want to change a couple of the rooms and their properties. So I'm going to come up to the room that is currently called Room Front Lobby. And again, I'll just right-click and select Properties. And I'm going to change this to Open Office. And we know we have 2 of these spaces, so I'm going to call this Open Office 1. And we're going to change the room type here. So rather than SIBSI Reception, we're going to use a SIBSI Open Plan Office. Again, remember, changing the room type changes a lot of those design data that's used here, a lot of the different defaults. Everything else can be the same, and we're going to select Apply and OK. So that changes the properties of that particular room or space, and we'll do the same for the back lobby. So we'll go to Properties, and we'll call this Open Office 2. And again, change the room type. And we'll select Apply and OK. The rest of the spaces we'll just leave because they're the same, all those mechanical rooms, stairs, and elevators Also note, in our project tree, we could select, for instance, one of the floors. Note that it's currently the active floor. And we have a few options here. We could hide that floor, or we could say show floor only. And then we could see just that floor and work on just that floor. We could, of course, refresh and replace the drawings as we've done. We could delete or rename. If I go back to my lobby floor and I could, for instance, now show this floor, that would turn it back on, or show this floor only. And once we make it active, note we see the drawing for that floor. You always see the drawing for the active floor. And if we go up to the building and right-click, we can show all floors and turn everything back on. Okay, so now that we've adjusted the room properties on this office floor, in the next video, we'll go back and change some of our embedded surfaces because, of course, we're not going to have doors up here on our office floor.
If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. If you want to see more such series, consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you, and see you next time.